Is it possible to consistently take 10 candlesticks out of the market without the spikes interrupting, or at least without a long spike that will come in and ruin our trades? Let's look at it together. Now, this strategy combines Bollinger Bands and stochastic oscillator. It's a fire strategy, but I really want to let us look at it together and see if it's possible to take 10 candlesticks consistently. If that's possible, trust me guys, you will make a lot of money from the market. You will make a lot of money from the market. All you need to do is just wait for your setup and then target only 10. Sometimes you can even reduce the risk by targeting less, and then cash out, right? Take your money out and then repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. But is it possible? That's the question here. Is it possible? Now let's look at it together. First of all, I'll need us to quickly set up the strategy by adding these two indicators on our charts. The Bollinger Bands will go to the main window, while the stochastic oscillator will be in the indicator window. All right. So for Bollinger Bands, you're going to be using a period of 10, shift 0, deviations 2. All right. Once you input 2 there, it will automatically give you the 2.0s and all of that. So apply to close. You click there, you see a whole lot of options. You just choose close, and then levels are not needed here, so you skip. For style, use whatever color that you like, but make sure it is visible on your chart. Click done when you're done with that, and you have your stochastic oscillator run across your main window. Okay, the next one would be that was for Bollinger Bands. The next one would be the stochastic oscillator, and for K period we're using 20, D period we're using 3, slowing 3, price field is low high. All right, choose low high, not close. For method, it's simple. Okay, choose simple. And for levels, we're using level 20 and level 80. Okay, for the style, make sure you use colors that will be visible on your chart. Whatever colors of your choice, but make sure they are visible on your charts. In my case, I'm using red for the main style and blue for the signal style. Okay, these are just the setup that we need. This combination, this setup is fire, guys. But I want us to look at it together and see if it works, how it works. Okay, now let's dive into it. First of all, you know me very well. I am a market structure trader. I deal more with setups that has given me a clear market structure, and I'm also very interested in key levels. Okay, so for those of you who can't look at the charts and use the candlestick patterns to study and understand and identify the market structure, these indicators will help you. These indicators will also help you identify your key levels, or at least the levels where price is most likely going to do a proper reversal that will give you an opportunity to make money off this market. Okay, so how does it work? First of all, let's go to a higher time frame and make sure that we are looking at a downward direction. This is the Boom 1000 index, and we are looking to catch some candlesticks while avoiding spikes. Or even if you can't avoid the spikes completely, at least you are going to be trading when the spikes will not come long enough to ruin your trades, right? When you're not going to be experiencing long spikes or dangerous spikes that might ruin your trades. So how do you achieve that? You want to make sure that you're trading only when the market is giving you this structure. If you pay attention to this, if you look at the chart very well, you see that here price is consistently running below the indicators in the main window. Okay, price is consistently running below the Bollinger Bands in the main window. So you want to make sure of that. Look at this area too. You see that price is consistently running above the indicators. Okay, you can see that here price is consistently going up. All right, so if you understand candlestick patterns, you would see that there is more of higher highs in this market. You see new highs in this market more than new lows. Okay, so you want to make sure that you are looking at the charts. You are looking to take your entries when price is giving you new lows, right? Price is printing lower lows rather than higher highs. If you don't understand how that works, make sure you learn it. Make sure you join our mentorship or join anybody who can mentor you. Make sure you pay them. Make sure you beg anyhow you want to do it. Just make sure you get this knowledge, okay? Or before then, it can depend on indicators. I like to emphasize that these indicators are not sustainable, right? They might give you money, but you cannot depend on them completely for a long time. So you have to definitely learn how to do without them. It's very important if you want to be a pro trader, right? If you don't want to just make money and leave the market, if you want to actually trade professionally, then you have to be able to do without these indicators, or better still, just use the indicators to confirm what you've already analyzed, okay? Just for confirmation purposes. That's what I do most of the time. So now that we've seen that price is running below, or when you see that price is running below the indicators on the main window, you want to also look at the indicator window. You want to make sure that you understand when price is at your key level. All right, now we are looking at level 80 and level 20 as the levels we are looking to trade from. And as far as selling the boom 1000 index market or any other boom index markets that you want to trade, you want to be selling, you want to be looking at price coming to the supply zones, right? You want to see that price is at your supply or resistance levels, right? So if you have a way of identify your key level without the indicators, that's perfect. But if you don't, look at this. Make sure that market moves this stochastic oscillator up to the level 80, right? Make sure it moves up to level 80 region. Make sure it moves up to level 80 region, and then you see it react from that level. If it starts reacting from that level and starts coming down from that level, then that's a sign that price has gone to a certain level that might reverse price. It is important to do this using the candlestick formations, right, rather than using the indicators. I'm only giving you these indicators since or if you can't do without them, right? Now I'm saying this because sometimes these indicators tend to lag. I like to emphasize this. These indicators tend to lag sometimes and might give you false information, might not give you an accurate information, because they follow the market price, right? They follow price. They just tell you what price is doing. They don't tell you what price is about to do. They are only telling you what price is already doing. Do you understand? Sometimes they tend to not move according to how price is moving because they're just lagging at that moment. So it's important to learn to do it without the indicators. My students, I don't teach them indicators at all. That's me being honest. I don't really teach my students, my mentees, I don't really teach them how to use indicators at all. I just teach them how to analyze without these indicators, how to study the candlestick patterns and be able to interpret the candlestick formations and all of that. So now, once you see price has moved the indicator in your indicator window to that level, that's a sign that price has gotten to your supply zone, or you can say price has come to your resistance zone, and then you need to see how it reacts at that zone. Okay, I'm doing this on the 4 hours time frame. You can do it on the same time frame, or you can do it on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, now after all of this information is set, after you've seen all of this information clearly in the market, that's when you now go to your lower time frame, the 1 minute time frame, and then you look for this details, right? You want to see that on this time frame the same thing is going on, especially your stochastic oscillator. You want to see that it has come to the level 80 of your charts, right? You want to see that price has brought it to the level 80 and then it's reacting below the level 80, like it's moving below level 80 from that point. Okay, now you want to see on the main time frame, you want to see a spike that comes into the first line of these Bollinger Bands, right? I want to see that. You see what happened here? Price moved all the way to this point. It touched the first line, and then you want to see how it reacts after it touches the first line, right? Now make sure you wait for it to drop below the second line. Notice that we have 3 Bollinger Band lines on this chart. The first one, the green second one, and the third, which is the last one. I'm going to change the colors so that let me just quickly change the colors. Let's change it to purple, right? Let's change it to purple. The reason why I'm changing the color is because I've seen that the other color kind of looks like the same as my candlestick, so I don't want you guys to be confused. So now I've changed it to purple, right? So you want to see that price spikes into the first purple line, which is your Bollinger Band. The second Bollinger Band, price should come below it, right? Once price moves from after that spike, once it moves below the second Bollinger Band, you need to wait to see that the first candlestick that crosses below the Bollinger Band closes, and the second one also closes, and then that's your chance to take a sell. All right, when you take a sell, make sure your SL is above that reversal structure, right? Make sure your SL is above that reversal structure. You know that sometimes your the spike does not respect your SL. It will move price above your SL normally, right? But the reason why you're putting your SL is because in case there is a double spike at a time, right? The first one, once it takes you out, the second one will not catch up with you. But if you didn't put your SL at all, after the first spike, the second one will still come in and still keep taking money from your account. That's the reason why you should always set your SL, regardless if it respects or not. So you want to see that the second Bollinger Band line has been broken below, right? And then closes. You want to see that price closes below that particular line, and then that's your entry. Okay, so you take your entry and then you count 10 candlesticks and you're out of the market. It's as simple as that. Okay, it's as simple as that. Some of you might want to ask me the key, the zoom level. Make sure you use the third zoom level. Always use the third zoom level. All right, for this strategy, make sure you use the third zoom level. It gives more accurate information than any other zoom level. Okay, so you are good with that. Now let's go into checking if this has actually been working a lot of the time. Okay, so this is another area where the same thing happened. After this candlestick closed, you can see that we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This spike was not significant, so you can keep counting 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 before a long spike. That's all. I think we still had more chances before this long spike. So if you entered your trade after this candlestick closed, you still would have been in profits. You'll be able to take out your money before any evil happens in the market. This is another clear example. So can you say this strategy works? To me, I can say it works. Closes after the closing of the second, after price breaks the second line, the second Bollinger Bands line, and closes after the first candlestick closes, the second one closes. Let's count how many candlesticks we would have caught if we were to take this trade. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's a lot more meltdown before a spike, right? So can you say this strategy works? To me, I would say it's worth giving it a try. So this is another time that this played out. You can see that after the closing of these candlesticks below the second Bollinger Band line here, you can see we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A lot of drop before this spike, which is not even a significant spike, and then price continue to go down. So I need you guys to backtest this. This is another example. You can see how it goes. It's very easy. It's very easy. So I need you guys to backtest this and make sure it works for you perfectly, and then apply it to a live account. Make profits and come join the mentorship, guys. The mentorship is promising. You are going to learn a lot. And also, if you have not joined the 30 days challenge, where we are looking to catch 10% profit every single day, then you are missing a lot. If you are not there, you should be there. Join us. Find the link to our free Telegram group in the description of this video, and be a part of what we have on that platform. I'll see you guys on the other side. If you have any concerns, comment it in the comment section, or find my WhatsApp number in the description of this video and talk to me directly. I'll see you guys on the other side.